Hello everyone. Have you ever had one day that changed everything? A day that started like any other day, but by the end of it, your whole life was different. Well, that's exactly what happened to me. At first, I thought it was just another normal morning. I had no idea that a simple decision would completely change my future. So grab a cup of coffee, sit back, and let's get into the story. A boring morning. It was a Monday morning, and honestly, I didn't feel like getting out of bed. I looked at my alarm clock and said, 5 more minutes. But 5 minutes turned into 20. Before I knew it, I was running late. I jumped out of bed and got rushed out the door. On the way to work, I kept thinking today is going to be a long day. Everything felt boring. The same road, the same people, the same routine. Nothing exciting ever happened. At least that's what I thought. Something unexpected. When I got to the bus stop, I noticed an elderly man sitting alone. He looked worried. At first, I didn't pay much attention. I was busy checking my phone. A few minutes later, I heard him talking to himself. Oh no, where did I put it? He sounded stressed. I looked over and asked, are you okay? He smiled politely. Then he said, I think I lost my wallet. Now I was already late. Part of me wanted to say, sorry, I can't help. But something stopped me. Instead, I said, don't worry, let's see if we can find it. The search. The old man told me where he had been earlier that morning. Together we started looking. We checked the sidewalk. We checked nearby benches. We even looked inside a small coffee shop. No luck. After almost 30 minutes, I thought, this is impossible. When and then suddenly, the coffee shop manager walked outside. He was holding a brown wallet. Is this yours? He asked. The old man's eyes lit up. That's it. He couldn't stop smiling. To be honest, seeing him happy made my day. I felt good about helping someone. But the story doesn't end there, not even close. A surprising offer. The old man thanked me again and again. He asked, can I buy you breakfast? I said, you don't have to do that. But he insisted. So we went into the coffee shop. While we were eating, we started talking. He asked about my life, my job, my dreams, my future plans. I told him the truth. I wasn't happy. I felt stuck. Every day felt exactly the same. The old man listened carefully. Then he smiled. You remind me of myself when I was young. I laughed. Really? He nodded. Then he said something I'll never forget. If you keep going and doing what you have always done, You will keep getting what you have always gotten. That sentence hit me hard. I had never thought about it that way. The big question. A few minutes later, he asked me something unexpected. What is your biggest dream? I paused. Nobody had asked me that question in years. I looked down at my coffee. Then I said, I have always wanted to start my own business. The words came out before I could stop them. The old man smiled. So, what's stopping you? Honestly, I didn't have a good answer. I talked about money, fear, failure, and all the reasons why I couldn't do it. He listened patiently, then he said, sounds like excuses to me. I don't help laughing, but deep down, I knew he was right. A challenge. Before leaving, the old man gave me a challenge. He said, for the next 30 days, do one thing every day that moves you closer to your dream. Just one thing, that's all. Then he stood up, shook my hand, and left. It seemed simple, but those words stayed in my mind all day. Then I got him, and then I got home that evening. I thought, why not? So I opened my laptop. I started researching business ideas. That was day one. 30 days later, the next day, I worked on my idea again. Then the next day, and the next. Some days I only spent 10 minutes, other days I spent hours. But I never skipped a day. Slowly things started changing, learning new skills, watching videos, reading books, making plans. As I learned new skills, I watched videos, I read books, I made plans. Most importantly, I stopped making excuses. 30 days later, I looked back and I couldn't believe how much progress I had made. For the first time in years, I felt excited about the future. The first failure. Of course, everything wasn't perfect. A few months later, I launched my first business project. And guess what? It failed big time. Hardly anyone bought anything. Nobody seemed interested. I felt terrible. I wanted to quit. I remember sitting at my desk thinking, maybe this was a mistake. But then I remembered the old man's advice. Success doesn't happen overnight. You have to keep going. So instead of quitting, I learned from my mistakes. I improved my ideas. I tried again and again. Never give up. The second attempt wasn't perfect either. Neither was the third or the fourth. But each time I got a little better. That's the thing about success. Most people only see the final result. They don't see the hard work, the failures, the late nights, the moments when you want to give up. But every successful person has those moments. The difference is simple. They keep going even when things get tougher, even when nobody believes in them, even when they doubt themselves. They keep moving forward. The reward. About 2 years later, something amazing happened. My business finally became profitable. I couldn't believe it. After all the hard work, it was actually working. I called my family, I called my friends. Everyone was excited. That night, I sat quietly and thought about the journey. Then I remembered the old man, the stranger I met at the bus stop, the man who lost his wallet, the man who changed my life. Without him, I might still be stuck in the same routine. A final surprise. A few weeks later, I went back to that coffee shop. I hoped I might see him again. Manager recognized me. I asked about the old man. The manager smiled. Oh, Mr. Wilson. I nodded yes. Then he said something surprising. He comes here every week helping young people. I couldn't believe it. Apparently, he spent his retirement encouraging others to follow their dreams. That made me smile. Some people change the world in big ways, others change it one person at a time. So, what is the lesson here? Sometimes the smallest moments can have the biggest impact. A simple conversation, a kind gesture, a few encouraging words. You never know when your life might change. Maybe you have been waiting for the perfect opportunity. Maybe you have been making excuses. Maybe you have been afraid to start. If that's you, here's my advice. Start today, not tomorrow, not next week. Today, take one small step, then another and another. Remember, you don't have to be great to start, but you do have to start to become great. And who knows, a year from now, you might look back and realize that today was the day everything changed. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell so you never miss another video. See you in the next time.